It's time for high school basketball game night. Now here's your play-by-play announcers for tonight's game.
Hello and welcome to the campus of Rehobeth High School, where the Lady Rebels of Rehobeth will be hosting the Lady Tigers of Dothan. Hi, I'm Mitt Kirkland, and we're going to be bringing you all of the action tonight from the campus of Rehobeth High School. Tip off, and the ball's going to be out of bounds off of Dothan, so Rehobeth will get the first possession. Starters for Rehobeth, number 21, Britton Smith, 22, Gabby Zachriel, 24, Carly Parker, 25, Cummings, 32, Cogman. It was off on, I guess it was off on Rehobeth, so Dothan will be getting the ball. Starting for them, number 20, Jasmine Cantaloupe, 21, Carmela Kirkland, 22, Lawana Talley, 23, Charmaine Ward, as she takes a shot, and 24, Darlene Culver. Cummins with the ball for the Lady Rebels. Goes over back to Cummins. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Rehobeth, so it's going to be the Lady Tigers ball. Taking it out is number 22, Lawana Talley. Talley inbounds the ball to Ward, who brings it across midcourt. Kirkland with the ball and gets it over to number 24. That's Darlene Culver for two. So Dothan gets on the board first and are leading by a score of 2-0. Cummins tries to get the ball, and it's almost stolen by Ward. It's knocked out of bounds by Ward of Dothan, so it's going to be Rehoboth's ball. Taking it out is number 21, Britton Smith. She inbounds it to Carly Parker. And they tap it. It's jump ball and possession error in favor of Rehoboth, so they'll maintain possession. They try to get it in and stolen by Cantaloupe. And she's going to be fouled by Cummings. LaQuinda Cummings called for the foul. It'll be the first team foul, her first personal. Ball goes into Jasmine Cantaloupe for two. So Dothan goes up by a score of 4-0. Cummins drives to the basket and misses, and Ward gets the rebound. And she passes it off to number 24, who couldn't complete it, and the rebound goes to Gabby Zachriel. Five minutes, 54 seconds left in the opening period. Dothan on top 4-0. Smith with it, being defended by Talley. And it's taken away by Kirkland on the fast break to Ward. Puts it up and in for two. Dothan goes up 6-0 on that basket by Ward. And Rehoboth wants a timeout. So with 5:17 left in the first, the score is Dothan 7, Rehoboth nothing. Dothan 6, Rehoboth nothing. Rehobeth inbounds the ball to Cummings. She's double teamed, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Cummings. So they turn it over to the Lady Tigers. Well, no, they said it was out on Dothan. Carly Parker being double teamed, and she was able to get it over to Cummings. And Dothan was able to force a turnover. Ward fakes, drives to the basket, up off the glass, count it. Charmaine Ward with her second field goal of the game. Foul called on number 22, Gabby Zacro. That's her first and the second team foul. Ward at the line, and she misses the free throw. Cummings with the rebound for the Lady Rebels. And Rehobeth wants a timeout. So with 4:34 left in the first, the score is Dothan 8, Rehobeth nothing. The Lady Rebels inbound it and loses it, and Dothan turns it right back over to him. That was a pass from number 20. Cantaloupe was trying to get it into number 15, Dick. So taking it out for Rehobeth is it's number 32, Cogman. And she throws it away. So 2 straight turnovers by the Lady Rebels is not what they want to do at this time. Substitution into the game coming in number 33, Christina Armstrong, and out of the game is Gabby Zacro. And get the ball into number 20, Cantaloupe, and she puts it up and misses the first time, puts it back up. And a foul is called. Foul on Cummings, that'll be her second. That time, Cantaloupe comes up real short for an air ball. Second up, missed. Foul called on 25, and that's going to be the third one for LaQuinda Cummings. So she's out of the game, and into the game to replace is Alana McCoy. Shot up and missed. And they call tally for traveling. So the Lady Tigers turn it over to the Lady Rebels, who are yet to score with 4 minutes into the first period. And that was Whitney McLeod for the Lady Tigers knocking it out of bounds. Foul called on Whitney McLeod. Her first and the team's first. Taking it out for Rehobeth is Britton Smith. Five-second call They were unable to get it inbound, so they turn it over to the Lady Tigers. Taking it out for the Lady Tigers, number 23, Charmaine Ward. And she gets it in to Kirkland, who misses the layup. Foul called on Luana Talley, her first, the second team foul for the Lady Tigers. 3 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the first period. The Lady Tigers leading the Lady Rebels by a score of 8-0. And it's stolen by Ward. And they call her for carrying the ball, so the Lady Tigers turn it over. And the Lady Rebels turn it right back over to the Lady Tigers. Shot up, off the mark. Rebound goes to number 32, Santanya Cogman. Shot no good. Ward rebounds it. Ward drives the baseline, puts it up, misses, and Talley gets the rebound, but it rolls off her hands out of bounds. So it's going to be the Lady Rebels ball. Substitution into the game. Ward goes out, and into the game is number 24, Darlene Culver. Ball is inbounded to Armstrong. She gets it over to Cogman. They lose the ball. Lady Tigers on the fast break over to number 24, Darlene Culver for two. That's her second basket of the game for a total of 4 points. Both are up 10-0. And it's going to be out of bounds just off the fingertips of number 21, Britton Smith. The Lady Rebels are going to have to do a better job of controlling the ball. They have turned the ball over too many times and given Dothan a lot of scoring opportunities. Traveling call on Talley. So the Lady Tigers turn it right back over to the Lady Rebels. 1:55 left in the first. And another turnover. And they're going to call a blocking foul on number 20, Alana McCoy, her first foul. 15 foul. Whoa, what a collision there. They call a offensive foul on number 25, Dee Jackson. Her first foul, and it's going to be the third team foul call against the Lady Tigers. And the ball is taken away by number 25, Dee Jackson. Foul called on Armstrong. That's her first personal and the sixth team foul. At the line is Dee Jackson for the Lady Tigers. First free throw comes up short. Dothan's 0 of 4 from the line tonight. Jackson hits the second of 2. for her first points of the game. Dothan up 11-0. Blocking foul called on number 20, Elania McCoy. Her seventh team foul. So it puts them in the bonus. Ward takes it out. We get it to Ward. She's been double teamed. And she gets it out to Dick, and that's going to be another foul on McCoy. She's picked up a couple of quick fouls. So she goes out of the game, and into the game is to replace his number 22, Zackrell. One and one. That was Shara Dick with the free throw. She makes both of them. So it's a 13-0 Dothan lead. With 1:06 left in the first. Shot up, missed. Ward gets the rebound. Drives between defenders, lays it up, and it rolls out, and the rebound goes to number 24, Carly Parker. And she's being double teamed. Nobody's there to help her. And I think we're going to have a foul called. That time, foul called on Whitney McLeod, her second. Fourth team foul. And what happened that time, none of the other Rehobeth players came over to give any help. Taking the ball out, number 21, Britton Smith. She gets it into Cogman. It's knocked out of bounds by Dothan. It's taken away by Talley. She trips and loses it out of bounds. Well, I think we're going to have a foul call on the play. Foul called on number 21, Britton Smith, her first. Dothan's in the bonus, and they'll remain in the bonus for the remainder of the first half. 27 seconds left in the opening period. It's been all Dothan. They're up 13-0. Talley gets to roll for first points of the game. She misses the second. And we have a foul called. So the foul is called on Charmaine Ward, her first, the team's fifth. And they almost come up with the steal, but Cogman was able to get it, and she loses it out of bounds. Under 15 seconds left in the first period. Shot up, miss. Put back, no good by Kirkland. Rebound goes to Smith. Shot at the basket, and it hits the back of the rim and bounces out. So at the end of one, the score is Dothan 14, Rehobeth nothing. We'll be back after this timeout. Okay, we're back as we start the second period of play. The first period was all Dothan, putting up 14 points. Rehobeth unable to score in the first period, and mainly because they committed a lot of turnovers. You got to maintain possession in order to score some points. So they've got to come out here in the second and try and do a better job of controlling the ball. On the other hand, Dothan played a very good first period. They moved the ball well and were able to get some good shots and put some points on the board. Ward gets it into number 15, Dick, and the shot is blocked. They call a jump ball, so possession error is goes to Rehobeth. Substitution into the game is number 24, Darlene Culver, and out is number 15, Cheryl Dick. And a long inbounds pass goes to number 24, Parker. And it's taken away by Ward. And she puts up an incredible shot that goes in. Charmaine Ward. I don't know how she got that shot off, but she was able to get it off. And it fell in. So Ward with 6 points. Make it 7. So Dothan goes up 17-0. Shot missed. Rebound goes to Rehobeth. And Ward comes out of there with the ball. Over to Talley. Gets it into Cantaloupe, into Kirkland. And it's taken away, but given right back to the Lady Tigers. Talley drives between defenders, banks it off the glass for 2. Luana Talley, that's her 3rd point of the game. Cogman drives down fast and almost gets it in, but she was fouled, so she's going to be going to the line. Foul called on number 24, Darlene Culver, her first. 16 foul, so Cogman's going to be at the line shooting 2. She misses the front end of 2. And she gets the roll on the second one. So that's Rehobeth the first point. Talley drives the baseline, banks it off the glass for 2. Luana Talley for her 5th point of the game. Nice feed, and it's taken away, and they're going to call a jump ball possession error in favor of the Lady Tigers. Dothan on top, 21-1. 5 minutes, 52 seconds left in the first half. Ward drives, kicks it back out to Talley. Over to Ward, across court. She sets up for a 3, and she nails it from behind the 3-point line. Charmaine Ward with the 3. 10 points for Ward here in the first half. Talley steals the ball, and she goes up, and she's going to be fouled by number 32, Santania Cogman. It'll be her first foul. Into the game is number 20, McCoy. And out goes number, well, they got to wait for the official to signal them, giving them okay to go into the game. Tally puts it up, and it rolls around and rolls in. Luana Tally with 6 points. She's 2 of 3 from the line. So Tally makes both of her free throws. It's going to be a foul call on Ward, her second. And they're in the bonus, so it'll be 1-1 at the line. Shooting for Rehobeth is number 24, Carly Parker. She puts it up and it's good. Parker with a second free throw attempt. And she misses the second. Rebound goes to number 20, Jasmine Cantaloupe. Ward gives it over to Tally, who drives the baseline, kicks it back out to Ward. Shot up, no good. Rebound goes to Zacro. And I believe it's going to be off the hands of Cummings. So the Lady Tigers will maintain possession. Tally shoots, puts it up. No good. Rebound goes to number 22. That's Zacro. So we have some substitutes going into the game. So a timeout on the court. 4:28 left in the first half. The score is the Lady Tigers 26, the Lady Rebels 2. The Lady Rebels inbounds the ball. It's in the hands of Britton Smith. It gets it off midcourt. Cummins with it. And she gets it into number 33, Christina Armstrong. Foul called on number 22, Luana Tally, her second foul. Both teams in the bonus for the remainder of the half. Free throw up and good by Armstrong. She'll get a second shot here. Up, it falls short. Jump ball possession with Rehobeth. And they throw it away, and Dothan gets it, steals it on the fast break, and Whitney McLeod takes it all the way for 2. Cummins being defended by Ward. And she managed to get it across midcourt. And McLeod comes up with the loose ball, takes it in, lays it up with the left hand for 2. 30-3. Dothan leading Rehobeth. Shot, off the glass. Taylor rebounds it for the Lady Tigers over to Charmaine Ward. Ward to McLeod, who loses it. Cummins comes up with it. So it's going to be the Lady Rebels ball. Into the game for Dothan is number 13, Jasmine Cruz, and out is number 12, McLeod. Inbound the ball to number 14, Brittany Logan for 2. And Ward's going to be called for her 3rd foul. So she's probably going to be taking a seat on the bench. At the line is number 25, LaQuinda Cummings. Puts it up, misses, but rebound goes to number 32. Foul called on number 20, McCoy. That's her 4th personal foul. At the line is Charmaine Ward. She's 1 of 2 from the line. Make it 2 of 3. Dothan leading 33-3. Ward's second attempt is good. So Ward goes out of the game, and into the game is number 24, Darlene Culver. Cogman with the ball for the Lady Rebels, and it's taken away by Cruz, who gets it over to number 15, Dick for 2. Cross-court pass, and it's taken away by Jackson, who loses it, but the Lady Tigers get it back. Shot up by number 14, Logan. That's 4 points in the game for Logan. Dothan up 38-3, 1 minute, 48 seconds left in the first half. Shot up, miss, but rebound. And shot by number 33, Armstrong. She was fouled. Foul called on number 24, Darlene Culver, her second. At the line shooting 2 is Christina Armstrong. Up, it's good. Armstrong's 2 of 4 from the line. Into the game, number 32 for Dothan, McKenzie. And out is number 22, Tally. And she makes both of them. So Armstrong puts up 2 points. It's a 38-5 Dothan lead. It's going to be out of bounds off Dothan. Rehobeth inbounds it to number 24, Parker. She gets it across the midcourt line. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Darlene Culver. Taking it out is number 32, Santana Cogman. She gets it into number 33, Christina Armstrong, for 2. Going up is number 25, D. Jackson. She's fouled by number 33, Christina Armstrong. Her second foul. Jackson makes her first free throw. She's 2 of 3 from the line. Second one up and good. So it's a 40-7 game. And it's saved by Cogman. She gets it across midcourt, tries to get it over to Harper, and leaves it just a little too much, and it goes out of bounds. Under 20 seconds left in the half. Shot put up, missed. Out of bounds off of a Dothan player, so it's going to be Rehobeth ball. 7.5 seconds left in the first half. Shot from half court, and it hits the glass and goes off the glass, and it's no good. So at the end of the first half, the score is the Dothan Lady Tigers 40, the Rehobeth Lady Rebels 7. We'll be back with the second half after this timeout. Okay. Hello and welcome back to the campus of Rehobeth High School, where the Lady Rebels are hosting the Lady Tigers of Dothan High School. Hi, I'm Mick Kirkland bringing you all the action. And quickly recapping the first half, Dothan has been in control most of the game. They took a 14-0 lead at the end of one, and right now they're leading by a score of 40-7. Just kind of quickly recapping the scoring. Leading scorer for Dothan, Charmaine Ward, number 23, had 12 points. LaWanna Talley put up 7 points. On the other side, Christina Armstrong, number 33, had 5 points for the Lady Rebels. One thing the Lady Rebels are going to have to do to try to get back into this game is do a better job of handling the ball and taking some better shots. Right now they are kind of struggling in putting up shots. Shot missed by Ward of Dothan. Shot over to number 24. That was Carly Parker. She puts it up from the corner for 2. So she has a total of 3 points in the game. Tally with it for the Lady Tigers. Back over to Ward. Ward gets it in to number 20, Jasmine Cantaloupe, for 2. That's her 4th point of the game. Dothan up 42-9. That time, number 24, Carly Parker did a good job of getting out of the trap. She was trapped by 2 Dothan players, and she was able to get out and draw a foul. Park at the line. She's that makes 2 of 3 from the line. And make it 3 of 4. So Parker has come out and put up 4 points for the Lady Rebels here in the second half. Tally gets it to Ward, who gets it down to Cantaloupe. Ward tries to drive it in, and they're tied up, and Possession error favors the Lady Tigers, so they'll maintain possession. They inbound the ball to number 20. She misses, but she gets on rebound and puts it back up for 2. That's Cantaloupe. She has 4 points in the second half, a total of 6 points in the game. Shot, good. That's number 21, Britton Smith, for her first points of the game. We're hoping this come out this second half, playing a lot more aggressive and doing a lot of better job shooting. Ward pulls up, shoots, misses, but there with the rebound is Cantaloupe. She puts it up twice and misses both times. And the ball's out of bounds off of Dothan. Rehobeth gets the ball and they try to get it into Cogman, and it's knocked out of bounds by Dothan. Right now, Rehobeth is on a 7-4 run. Ward just takes the ball away, lays it up and in for 2. Charmaine Ward with her first basket of the second half. She has a total of 14 in the game. Cogman puts it up. It's off the mark. Rebounded. They get it to Ward. She dishes it over to Talley, and Talley is fouled. Foul called on number 25, Aquina Cummins. That's her 4th. Into the game is number 20, McCoy, and out goes number 22, Zacro. They get the ball into Ward. She puts it up off the glass for 2 more. 16 points for Ward. The second field goal up the second half. And it's stolen by Talley. She lays it up with the left hand and in for 2. LaWanna Talley, her 9th point of the game, her first basket of the second half. Dothan up 50-14. Shot from behind the 3-point line. It comes up. It's off the mark. Talley gets it over to Ward. Ward gets it over to Dick. They leave Ward wide open from behind the 3-point line, and she puts it in. Charmaine Ward with her 7th point of the second half, total of 19 points in the game. Talley steals another one, gets it out to Cantaloupe on the fast break for 2. Cantaloupe has 6 points in the second half, total of 8 in the game. Dothan up 55-14. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the third. Cantaloupe hits the ball, and it goes out of bounds off of Cogman. So Dothan comes in with a new 5 and take their starters and put them on the bench. In the game is number 12, Whitney McLaurin, who had 4 points in the first half. And Brittany Logan, who had 4 points in the first half. Shot by Culver, missed. That time Logan lost the handle on it. And it's going to be a jump ball, possession error, favors Rehobeth, so it's going to be Rehobeth's ball. 1:57 left in the third. 55-14, the Lady Tigers leading the Lady Rebels. Still going to be the Lady Rebels ball. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Cogman, and it's going to be Dothan's ball. Rehobeth has matched their whole entire first half output of 7 points here in the third. They've put up 7 points. Dothan's put up 11. Foul called on number 33. Armstrong, her third. At the line, number 24, Darlene Culver. Her first free throw attempt is good. She had 4 points in the first half. That's the first points of the second half. She misses, and rebound goes to Armstrong, and they tied up. So it's a jump ball possession error with the Lady Tigers, and they get it into, I believe it's number 32, McKenzie. For Tara McKenzie at the line. She gets her first points of the game. Second one's up and good. Under a minute left in the third, 58-14. The Lady Tigers leading the Lady Rebels. Blocking foul. Called on number 13. That's Jasmine Cruz. Her first. Ball knocked out of bounds by Culver. Possession stays with the Lady Rebels. And it is taken away but lost, and Rehobeth gets it, and number 33, Christina Armstrong, puts it up strong and off the glass for 2. Armstrong with 7 points in the game. Drive down the baseline. That was number 24, Darlene Culver. That's her first field goal of the second half. She has a total of 7 points, had 4 in the first half. And time runs out. So at the end of 3, the score is the Dothan Lady Tigers 60, the Rehobeth Lady Rebels 16. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter of action after this timeout. Hello and welcome back to the beginning of the fourth period of play. Hi, I'm Mick Kirkland bringing you all the action between the Lady Rebels of Rehobeth High School as they host the Lady Tigers of Dothan High School. Recapping the scores by quarters after the end of one. The score was Dothan 14, Rehobeth nothing. Halftime 40-7. The end of three, 60-16. The Lady Tigers leading. And the ball is taken away by number 22, Zackrell. She gets it over to Cummings, who brings it across midcourt. Passes it over to Britton Smith. LaQuenda Cummings with the ball for the Lady Rebels. She gets it across court to Armstrong, who passes it over to Smith. So we have a foul on the play. It's called on number 32, McKenzie, her first. Fourth team foul of the half. They try to inbounds pass, and it goes out of bounds just over the head of Smith. So it's going to be the Lady Tigers ball. 6.5 minutes left in the fourth period. They work the ball into McKenzie. Shot up, missed. Rebound goes to Jackson. Shot up by Jackson is good for two. So D. Jackson with a total of 5 points in the game. Drive the baseline, and we're going to have a blocking foul called against Dothan. Foul called on number 12, Whitney McLeod. That'll be her third. 15 foul. They inbound the ball to Cummings. She gets it over to McCoy. And we're going to have a jump ball, and I believe possession error is going to be in favor of Dothan. McLeod with it. She shoots it, falls short. Rebound goes to Cogman. And Rehobeth calls timeout. So with 4:57 left in the fourth, the score is 62 for Dothan, 16 for Rehobeth. We will take a break right now. Rehobeth inbounds the ball. Get it into Cogman, who gets it over to Cummings. Down to Parker. And McLeod steps in the passing lane and steals it and takes it down and puts it in. Whitney McLeod, that's her first basket of the second half. She has a total of 6 points. Ball knocked away by D. Jackson. Smith to Parker. Parker drives, goes up, and she's going to be fouled. Foul called on number 15, Cheryl Dick, her first. At the line shooting is Carly Parker, who's 3 of 4 from the line. She's perfect from the line here in the second half. Three of 3. That one falls short. Parker gets it, goes back up with it. Parker with 6 points in the game. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left in the fourth. 64 to 17. Dick stepped on the line, so it's going to be Rehobeth's ball. Out of bounds. So number 14, Logan, into the game for Dothan, and out goes Shara Dick. McLaurin pulls up, shoots off the glass, no good. Keeps the ball alive, and Cummins gets the rebound. Shot partially blocked. Logan gets it for the Lady Tigers, gets it across midcourt. Over to McLaurin. Cruz puts it up short. Rebound goes to Armstrong. Jackson comes up with the steal, puts it up off the front of the rim. Foul called on Hoffer. Her first. At the line is number 25, D. Jackson, who's 3 of 4 from the line. Make it 3 of 5. She makes it second. She has a total of 6 points. Under a minute and a half left in the game. Shot missed. McKenzie with it, loses it, but it was picked up by Cruz. Over to McLaurin. And it's going to be a jump ball. Possession error favors Rehobeth, so it's going to be Rehobeth's ball. Under a minute left. And it's good. That's number 3. Jamie Johnson comes into the game and picks up a big one. Jump ball, possession error. It's going to go to Dothan. 25 seconds left. Inbounds it, and Johnson gets the ball. She puts it up, falls short. Rebound goes to Jackson, and she travels. Shot up, and is no good. So the final score is 65-19. The Lady Tigers defeating the Lady Rebels. Just quickly tallying up the scoring for each team. Brittany Logan had 4 for Dothan. Dick had 4. Cantaloupe had 8 points. 9 points for Tally. 19 points for Ward. A total of 7 for Culver. D. Jackson had 6 points. McKenzie had 2 for Dothan, and McLeod had 6. Over on the other side, Rehobeth, Jamie Johnson had 2. Britton Smith had 2. Carly Parker put up a total of 6 points. Santana Cogwin had 1, and Christina Armstrong put up 7 points. So that's going to wrap it up from the campus of Rehobeth High School. The final score is the Lady Tigers of Dothan 65, the Lady Rebels of Rehobeth 19. I'm Mick Kirkland on behalf of my cameraman tonight, Brian Nyman, saying good night from Rehobeth High School.